Yo.
Ha.
We back at it, man.
What's going on?
Yes, sir.
Oh, and I got the team
back.
with me.
Yes, sir.
I got the team with me this
now
time.
Now we got the trifecta, nigga.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We in the kitchen. Putting in work presents. It's your boy Al Bills.
Yeah, and your boy the magnificent Will Mac.
And your boy Knox.
You already know.
Yo, man, we in the kitchen, man. Catch us at Total Defy Entertainment YouTube channel. Yo, you know what to do. Subscribe, like, share, comment.
And what else?
Don't forget to hit that notification bell.
Ding, 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 ding,
and
ding.
when you hit that bell, we appear.
And we here.
You dig me? Yo, what's up, man? Shout out to E-Dubs After Dark. Shout out to Keisha Passion Fashion. Shout out to Corray Cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Corray.
Get it up.
We in here. You feel me? Yo, what's going on, fellas? How
you
y'all
already
feeling?
know what's the game. It's
How
the
y'all
game.
I'm feeling good, man. I was under the weather, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good now.
Yeah, my
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me? So, you know, we are putting in work in entertainment and we make it do what it do. We do the music shit and all that. But we got a lot of things to talk about, right, fellas?
Got you.
A lot of events that has occurred throughout the week, which is very interesting, man. But how y'all feeling about the free agency moves and assignments that happened this week? Because right now, I mean, notable, the biggest one right now is Miles Turner, which he signed with the Milwaukee Bucks, 4 years, $107 million deal after leaving Indiana. Now, Miles Turner, I put you in the blender last week.
Yeah, I was about to say that. After we put him in the blender,
I put him in the
somebody
blender
must
last
have
week.
took him out.
They said he's worth it. How y'all feel about that?
Don't forget who else you put in the blender too. Even though I wasn't here, I saw it. Pascal. Yeah, you really was on. It really was about health. But you added him on. He was a plus one.
But he get the blender. He get the blender.
Yeah, you feel me?
When you look at the stats, you can't deny the stats.
Yeah,
and you
for that game.
Yeah, you gotta be.
For that game right there.
The thing is different when you had Kawhi with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When he had another wing.
Right.
So you ain't had to defend the best player.
Yeah.
On the opposite team.
I mean, he was still considered number 2. You know what I mean? Even
supposedly,
that's when he emerged. But being though he has been at that stage and has won, you would think he would know how to handle
the pressure,
that diversity.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Of when Halliburton went down.
Yeah.
Step up.
But you know what that also lacks? That with you can have all the skills in the world. Yeah. And I tell people this all the time. If you don't have that drive and that killer instinct,
well, do you?
All them skills is just
well.
Limited.
Tell me this.
It's limited.
Tell me this then. Do you think Miles Turner deserved the 4 years, $107 million?
Truthfully speaking,
you know,
what he's been showing, no.
Okay.
But the potential of what we know that he could be, yeah.
Okay.
But he ain't show us that.
No.
So sometimes a change of the scenery might help. You have Giannis to take a lot of stress off of you, and you could kind of because look at how Bobby Portis excel.
Right, he's going to be like that stretch 5 type of player.
I mean, he can help you, but will he help you more than he can hurt you?
Because right now the league is changing its ties. Now they include back now
big men. The
big men, right? Mm-hmm. The big man is coming back. You see the draft, you see the trades. People is grabbing big men. They need it. They see it's changing. But not only the big men, but big men that can score.
Right.
Now, Miles Turner is not really a big scorer like that, but he can get you some buckets. You feel me? I don't know. I mean, 4 years, 107.
So don't mean to come off the subject, but I just want to say something about somebody that we put in the blender months ago during the Duke situation. This just tells you how the big man is valuable because this dude goes number 10.
Yeah, you talking about the center ball?
Yeah.
Maiwa.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, but I just bringing that to fruition about how the big men are trying to be used now.
Yeah.
But 2 or 3 years ago, they weren't being used. It was Embiid, Jokic.
Yeah.
And really, like, nobody else really. Like another big man.
And
You had big men
they
that-
kind of put Giannis there because of
I mean,
played
yeah,
it.
yeah. Giannis,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He almost
He
changed
always
the game
played it.
far as his.
But you know what it is
his
too?
size and how he played, but it ain't really.
Miles is really, if y'all really look at the money, he's only getting the money. It's per year, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 20 something.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like for his year, for like
underpaid.
under where he at.
Yeah.
Because if they got these
it's where
other
the center's
guys
at.
coming,
Yeah,
if
fact.
they got, he's an all-star
Yeah.
or whatever. So from what you look at the landscape
Damn,
of
he
the
was
free
all-star
market,
this season, right?
Don't
he only
forget,
getting 20 something a year.
He was.
So he like
was on
kind of
there
going to get that anyway.
when
Yeah.
Oladipo was that guy.
You feel what I'm saying?
He's been in the league like for a minute.
Right.
He was the longest tenure
Yeah.
pacer.
Facts.
All right.
Facts.
You
So
know
they
what I mean?
started the
So,
money
yeah.
got to be spent.
And now the Indiana Pacers will have a new look, but what would that look like now with Miles Turner leaving? Who's
the
that?
whole East
Who's
is
that
going to
next?
have a new look, bro.
But who's going to fulfill that void now? Far as
Why you think they let him go? They already
I
went
mean-
into a different type of space.
True.
They
True.
wasn't going like the blender.
Right.
So evidently, the blender was working.
Go ahead.
The blender like, nah, you cool.
Yeah, we're gonna let you go.
And you asking for 27 something
Yeah,
something
right,
a year.
right,
I'm
right.
cool.
Right.
We gonna find
we don't
some-
want to pay you 27
No, not for that.
because
Nah.
we got other guys.
Even though
on
there's
the
other
team.
people that's
Right.
getting this type of money,
Yeah.
because you got to understand the longevity do
Mhm.
play a part in these NBA players,
Right.
Because they do for a certain amount of money if they're not getting a veteran minimum.
Facts.
So they do for super max money. So
Yeah.
people gonna get that regardless
Mhm.
because of they work, body of work.
Mhm.
And he's a big man that did help take the team
Somewhere.
to the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why.
So that
He can
dude
still hit
means
the
something.
three.
You know what I mean?
Like his game is tailor made for how they're playing now.
For the Bucks, right?
I mean,
Because-
for the big men, period.
Yeah.
For the big men, period.
Because it's interesting too, because another big man who had just got signed for a 2-year deal, not sure the amount, I think it's about 80 or something like that. I might be wrong, but
Who Aiden?
DeAndre Ayton is with the Lakers now. They was in need of a big man.
Mhm.
I think he can help.
Now, is he gonna grab rebounds? Is he gonna be that guy? Because they got scoring right now. You know, LeBron probably take more of a backseat, probably, but how do you guys feel about that addition with DeAndre Ayton,
I'm gonna tell you.
Luka, and the rest of them guys?
I'm gonna tell you, for the Lakers standpoint,
Mhm.
he's gonna help because he's gonna get the ball from both of these guys
Okay.
on the floor. Like he know how to cut back
Mm-hmm.
and get a lob and get easy buckets. I see him in the playoffs. Like he actually killed the Lakers when they knocked them out the playoffs.
Okay.
And when they went to the finals, don't forget they were just in the finals about 3 years ago.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm
The
saying?
Suns, yeah. The
And
Suns
so
was, right.
he played a big part in that.
Yeah,
But
he
Greek
did.
Freak was just on something else.
Right.
Yeah, he exposed.
He sunned him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And from that, and
I put that in-
look,
I put that in the
he
rock.
said that. Look,
Look,
Put that in the
yeah.
rock.
Look.
Hey, Knox, Matt just said something that kind of, he did take him there, but he said Giannis exposed him. And after that game, he really hasn't been the same since.
Every since.
No.
Because he went to Portland when you could have been getting off.
But
Yeah.
we talking about Giannis though.
But it ain't even
Yeah.
about the Giannis thing. It's just about the whole outlook of it.
Yeah.
Because it's just like,
You was busting, it's kind of like you was busting everybody's ass.
to a nigga coming in and start busting your ass.
But listen,
No.
you talk about
Looking-
somebody
looking
that's
different now.
stronger than you and that would try to tear the rim down on you every play. It's the difference.
Definitely.
Ain't really nobody coming
Definitely
like
that. Yeah.
Giannis is
Mhm.
at that
No.
position. Like
I
all
definitely
the
agree
time.
with that. And the way Giannis played down the hill, he played like how LeBron played. You know what I mean? He played downhill, strength. He coming like a linebacker. He's like, or a fucking fullback. You're gonna have to stop me. The only thing is that they didn't. DeAndre Ayton, it showed his heart because that's what it showed, right?
Mhm.
Because
Mhm.
he was abusing in that finals game. To whereas though other teams had exposed Giannis, it's like, man, I just got to stand in front of him. He's just going to charge me. I'll fall
Right.
down. You know what I mean? Just get him, you know what I mean?
Like what Toronto did.
Yeah,
back in
Toronto,
2019.
Boston,
Mhm.
New York. You know, like, motherfucker found his game like, oh no, all you got to do is get in front of him. He's reckless. You know what I mean? On that tip. But
Or he's going to charge.
Yeah, right. You know what I
But
mean?
you know what else too? Aiden, even though you getting your ass bust, where your fucking offense at?
Yeah, he lost that in that
His
series.
offense wasn't doing.
It was limited.
He couldn't make up for the. All right, you busting my ass, but you got to take this back.
No. But sometimes, right? Like I just said, the aggression, the power that Giannis was giving him was wearing his ass out. Where though he can't give you the same offense because he's tired on the other end.
But he's limited at he's limited at his body of work.
I just want to break something down to y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Who was on the team when they went to the finals? Who was the point guard?
On what team?
When Phoenix went to the chip. What's the point guard?
Who's that? Chris Paul, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's he know how. He's one of the best lock. Don't forget, Tyson Chandler made a living off of Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Facts.
Blake off of Young and DeAndre Jordan. So he knew how to use DeAndre Ayton to a strength.
Shit,
right.
even,
Once he
even
left,
what was that? Didn't he play with Boogie?
he was no good.
Too.
He was no good.
Didn't Chris Paul play with Boogie in them when he was at the Pelicans?
No, I remember. I know he was with OKC for a little bit.
Yeah, he never played with the Pelicans.
Chris Paul
never played with the Pelicans.
No, in his career. Like,
yeah.
But they wasn't there.
No, they was the Hornets.
It was the Hornets
then.
That's when he had David West and all that.
Yeah. That's what it was. David West and them guys. Okay,
Yeah.
right.
My fault. Yeah,
don't even let me tell you about this dude. He was talking about David West. I'm sorry. I got to bring this up because you know this is what we do. He's like, yo, we gonna go to the see the Hornets, right? I said, yeah, David West gonna take the Sixers. You know, I'm a Sixers fan, but I know who gonna bust our ass and who ain't gonna bust our ass.
Right.
I know that.
He's
like, the boy David West ain't there.
Yeah,
I said, yo,
that nigga.
I said the boy's an all-star almost every year.
Right.
He ain't that hammer. Man, we went to the game. This nigga had 40. He had 20 in the first half. He said, I can't lie. David West was busting their ass.
I ain't gonna lie. We went to the game, though. Like, we went to the game. And, you know, I'm a hater sometimes. I'm going to be honest. I'm a hater. America.
You already know he is.
Yeah, sometimes I'm a hater. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I hated on certain rappers. And now I might say, all right. You can't really change my mind sometimes, but you can change my mind sometimes. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, David West, he killed us that time, and I had to give him love on that one.
And don't forget, you went to the AI jersey retired game.
Oh my God!
When Trevor Ariza had 40.
I call him.
Yeah, he called
while
me
I'm at the game. Yo, Knox, Trevor Ariza out here busting the Sixers ass on AI night too. On AI night though, on the jersey. Retirement?
I know, right?
2014, right?
Yeah, man.
I
we can't make we sports fans.
Yeah,
we
man.
do.
You wasn't supposed to go out like that.
Yeah, man. They went out. They went out like fuck it, y'all. We ain't shit.
Oh man.
He ain't playing, boys. Fuck we clap with. Fuck we going out here getting the win for. He the one getting the jersey. He the one getting the jersey. Go ahead, go ahead to the next one.
Go ahead, Bill. We need
this. Crazy. Because look, that's real shit though. At that time, y'all was tanking. Y'all had niggas like 10-day Y'all was 10-day
for 38 months. Oh my God!
That was a 10-day contract team for a whole season, man. That shit was crazy.
We was number one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that was crazy.
The league had to step in and say, "Look, y'all can't keep doing this.
Yeah,
y'all got to start.
Y'all got to pick somebody."
Colangelo in.
Basically, the league said, "Look, y'all gotta pick somebody, man.
Yeah,
I mean, y'all holding on niggas and
then whoever was balling, they was letting them
know
go.
Shit.
I mean, what's wrong with you?
Crazy. Hey, look on the same note of signings, right?
Okay.
We got the MVP who just agreed to a 4-year extension.
You know, that's my young boy. I've been
4
talking about
years,
him all year.
$285 million, making him the highest paid player in the league. When it kicks in,
over 70 million, man.
So, do this I got a kind of like a weird question, right? But it's gonna make sense.
Okay.
Do this contract make him a superstar?
I knew that was coming.
Huh?
To OKC? Yes.
Okay, but to the league though. to everybody else.
Well,
I'm gonna let you. You want me to go or you go?
No, because you're gonna be a little bit. You're gonna be a little bit.
No. I'm gonna get straight.
I'm gonna get to the point.
I'm gonna get straight to the point.
Go ahead.
Now you already know I'm a stat. You a stat guy, the numbers guy.
Yeah.
You should know better than this. So the Bulls first team All NBA, Conference Finals MVP, Finals MVP.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And MVP of the league. There's nothing else that you can need to do. He proved that he earned the money and he won a chip. You know what I'm saying? He proved he earned the money.
Right.
I have no problem with SGA getting that money.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because the team that they have is still intact. Nobody's going anywhere. Now they get that pick.
But no,
next year.
But the question is
he
who would make him a superstar though? He deserves the contract, but now is he a superstar?
I look at him. I think he was kind of like a superstar already to me because what he's been doing is just been under the radar.
I think you a Shea lover.
No. I'm a Sixers fan, number one. But when there's somebody out there balling, I got to give them their props. The Bull has been balling.
Balling is one thing, but superstar status is another.
Yes, it is.
In the league right now, I got to put SGA up there.
As a superstar.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about it.
And Jokic a superstar, and he won one.
We
okay.
Yes, he is.
Huh?
Jokic, the Joker. Yes, he's a superstar.
Oh, okay.
Did we had a? They had a. Did he make the All-Star team this year?
Shea. Yeah.
Are you asking me that?
He made it.
Yeah.
He
What
started.
do you mean?
Okay, I think I ain't watched this shit because it was kind of trash.
No, you wilding right now, my brother.
I'm wilding. Hold on.
Me and Bill's already had.
All right, look.
He about to get put in the blender.
Listen, you can put me in the blender, but hold on. But let me say something, because you know I'm on brand. I'm on brand. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to get me on brand.
Go ahead.
So hold up. So you saying because a team paid him that money, or you saying he paid that money? So all the stats and all that you said that to the league that makes him a superstar now, and you saying you been thought he was a superstar? Because you know with superstar, it's a lot to come with that. It's like when you superstar. When you go in another arena, motherfuckers should have your jersey on like a lot of them. Like you'll see him in the crowd. Like you'll see that shit. Like he's supposed to be on a commercial on any national.
Right.
With a sneak.
National people.
You feel me? Like a sneaker. He supposed to be the Bull when they come in the arena. Yeah. Motherfuckers like the Bull coming. It's sellout.
Yeah, his sneak's not even.
He's nice, but he ain't superstar yet.
Nah, he ain't superstar.
Okay. He ain't superstar. Now if he repeat this shit that he was doing, he might don't get the MVP. But you know, if he repeat on some shit,
no, I'm gonna say something to you real quick.
Okay.
If Anthony Edwards would have won the chip, he would have been superstar.
Because he already did. Yes. He already had like a face that he's exciting. Yes. He's at a certain type. Yeah. You know they gotta put a criteria on.
He ain't do it
he has
his way. He's not doing it like every. I commend him for doing it his way, man.
So look, it is not really about doing it. He doing it his way. We applaud him too. He just won a chip and everything. But being that superstar, he don't have that.
He ain't got posters. That's what y'all said.
He don't got billboards across the world like.
But okay,
all right, can I say something to y'all?
He's not on the
billboard. This is the first dude
he ain't on the top 10
that I
billboard.
ever loved.
Well, he may be top 10 billboard.
Guy.
Say it
again. You know I like poster guys. You know that. Me and you had that talk. Right. We had that talk.
You're not putting them on your wall.
No, you're not, Knox.
You're not putting them on your wall. Cut it out.
No, you're not. You're not even. No, you're not, Knox.
You're not.
No, you're not.
You're not.
You know he's not that yet.
You're not putting Shea on. You're not getting his poster and put him on your bedroom wall.
No, you're not.
It's not happening.
Some people say that he not. I don't know why they say he ain't.
Who?
Tatum.
Not a superstar?
Some people think that he not.
Who said that?
No.
Some people do.
Okay.
They be disrespecting him though.
They disrespect him in the way of what he need to achieve.
To be,
you know what I mean?
After being since he's a superstar, you should have this. Is it that?
On that level, because he's been doing it since a young buck.
Yeah, and he's had success.
So now the expectation is a little bit higher for him. So now they're like, nah, he got to do that. But it's like,
plus he's in Boston.
In Boston, championship.
We all know
pedigree
before he.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's in that realm of, being that he is that guy. So the most hated now is the superstar status because now they talking about you a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
Now he went down. Tatum went down.
Mm-hmm.
He still got commercials and shit.
Can we say something about that? Go ahead, Mac. I'm gonna get that to you.
Yeah,
you done had to talk. Go ahead, Mac.
Because these motherfuckers keep wearing these nut ass low top sneaks.
Yeah,
that plays a part.
Yeah,
they said it don't.
Yeah.
But it does.
Low tops is good for sport.
You really don't supposed to do that. You have no support.
Not run the ball.
I'm gonna say this though. You know, I got me a couple pairs of Tatums, right? That shit, I can't see where like it does support because it comes up a little bit higher right here. It's like mid
3/4.
Yeah, there you go. You know what I mean? And
that's cool.
And
that's
it's
cool.
firm.
Yeah.
And it's firm. You just got to make sure you tie your joints tight. But I see what people say. Cause we used to have the joints up here,
right?
Tie them up and shit like that. You know what I mean? I think the Kobe sneak started it because he came out with the low top joints, and everybody was on them. And then after that, it started coming after that. But like the 3/4 joints, them joints feel pretty good. It's something that KG and them has said, and it was like they don't do no extras. The training,
or they overtrain too.
The endurance of your calf, but you need strength in your calf muscle. Mm-hmm. You're not doing no strengthening of the calf muscle because you coming off your good foot, your your back foot, you're pulling, you coming back. It's so much so much shit on your joint to where though you really got to be strengthening on your joint. You know what I mean? So it's like, damn, that's crazy. But I mean, superstar Shea, to me, he's not there yet. Can he be there? Maybe, but he kind of gives off to me like, okay, he get into the paper, but he's still corny.
He is a star, though.
You know what I mean?
But what you cannot not, he's a star.
Yes.
It's a difference when super on it.
Yeah.
That super is different. Yeah. It's like a cake.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because he has one thing. I put it like this: he has a great supporting cast, and he's the captain of that supporting cast.
So he Batman.
You feel me?
To where the other
with the Justice League, he wanted to be Superman, but he ain't there yet.
You know what though?
You feel me?
I'm just gonna bring it to what y'all said about him not being a superstar. You're right, because the ratings was kind of down.
It's the Team Justice Jones.
The ratings only the game that had a lot of ratings was Game 7 because it's
the Game 7.
Right. But when like we Sixers fans, you know what I mean? Like me and him.
Yeah.
When it was more AI jerseys in the Staples Center than was Kobe and Shaq's, man. Yeah. It's like we had a real bona fide
Dr. J.
superstar.
Like Dr. J. Like people don't put that emphasis on Dr. J. Do you know he was one of the first motherfuckers with sneaks? Mm-hmm. Doc.
Yeah.
With commercials?
Yeah.
Like they forget that. They talk about Mike. They talk about Mike. But Dr. J had the NBA
put Converse on the map. Converse All-Stars
he hammered.
Well, Mike wanted to be like Dr. J. He came in the league,
and he took it to a whole different level.
Yeah, so really, Jordan is Dr. J. You know what I mean? Era. You know what I mean?
4.0.
Yeah. And
not 2.0.
And he made a name for himself.
Yeah.
You feel me? Hey, moving along, right?
Yep.
Real quick, I just want to run off a couple other things that happened across the league. The Grizzlies announced that Jaren Jackson underwent surgery for his turf toe, though he already agreed to a 5-year extension with the team. LeBron exercised his $52.6 million player option to stay with the Lakers. James Harden is looking to resign as well.
2-year, $81 million, right?
Yeah. And then another big thing is that Damian Lillard had got waived, but the Bucks will still pay him, throughout the next 5 seasons, the next 5 years.
You could basically get him for $1.
Yeah, and there's 3 teams that he's interested in, and one of them is Boston Celtics. Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised.
Okay, what's the other 2?
I
don't recall the other 2.
Dang.
I don't.
Are you serious?
Hey,
are you really for real?
I know
on the camera.
And when the comments get him, let him get away with that.
So you just killed me with the chase shit. I'm about to kill you with that. How would you ever, in front of 2 Sixers fans, really do that? And we're gonna stop doing it. When I come on the show, we stop doing this. We ain't gonna keep on all this fucking leprechaun shit. Looking for me pot of gold. All this bullshit with these Celtics. Every 5 fucking minute.
Hey, speaking of Celtics, right? To get in, you know what I mean, just a great segue, right?
Okay.
To this right here.
To y'all again.
Paul Pierce had stated that he is the best scorer in NBA. Pure scorer. The best pure scorer. Use the word pure. Thanks, Knox, for that, because the word, it means something. Pure scorer in NBA history. How y'all guys feel about that? If you start thinking about scorers, like who are the pure scorers?
All right, let me ask you something.
I will say the truth.
I can say his name right now. He just got traded to Houston.
Yeah. We already know. I was about to put him up there because that's like, I don't know if you shoot like him.
Who that?
KD.
Oh yeah. Well, Paul.
He's the first guy.
Seeing what Paul was saying, because that had
I didn't get the chance
first,
to see it first. What he said.
So basically, they was like, KD was one of the best pure scorers, and then
they did say that about Harden too.
But
I go about the playoff performance too.
But the truth has said, no, it's me. I'm the best player. If you look at the history and what I've done, he has
the right to say that. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't mean we got to
who he went up against. Who he went up against, and the battles he had and shit like that, LeBron, and how he got his buckets and everything. Mm-hmm. He's the best pure scorer. So when he said that, like, and he made another point.
And you can't keep doing agreeing because it's a self.
Hold on. When I am going to say,
let me say this though.
Hold on, Bills. What I am going to say, the man had to guard LeBron in the Eastern Conference. Finals. Then he had to guard Kobe and still won MVP in the final. So I got to give him that.
Yeah, thank you.
I give him that.
Thank you. And
let's
not forget about his early years with Boston.
Okay.
When he had to go against guys like Antonio McDyess and Big Dog and
Antonio McDyess in the league. Big Dog in this prime, yes, him. Yes.
But Antonio McDyess was one of them. What are you talking about?
I thought you said Antonio Daniels.
No, he said
okay.
My bad. McDyess is there.
About to say,
so what you about to play the clip?
No,
McDyess.
I want to make my point real quick.
Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is, like, KD is one of the I see. It's like he don't miss, right? He put it up. That joint is water off the top,
ocean,
and for his size too. You know what I mean? He is a fucking center.
Handle.
You know what I mean? But he play like a guard. And ain't nobody like that. And he could shoot, and it's easy for him because he's taller than that.
Let me ask you something. All right, well, let's put this in. Even if you say that. Because that's
what? 6 what?
That's something that don't go away. That's what make it even better. So let me ask you something. If they was to go to the gym right now and start shooting.
1-on-1.
1 versus 1?
I said shooting. I ain't saying 1-on-1. I'm talking about just shooting the ball.
But you got to know, it's scorer though. We ain't talking about shooting. Scorer means
pure scorer.
Okay.
I'm scoring on you. Like, you on me?
AI wasn't the shooter, but
you on me?
AI pure scorer.
Yeah, definitely. Pure scorer. But he's saying he's the best pure scorer. He's like, he's
any means necessary, I could get a bucket.
Yes.
He's not though.
He wanted them. He's not the
best. No,
but he's up there.
All right,
he ain't the best.
Who's better?
We just said who?
KD. He better than
Yes, he is. What? We just used the stat. All right, you just said he's 7 foot.
Yeah,
his handle better than his.
Yeah.
If they look at the scoring, because you say scoring, right? Hold on, let me say this. Hold. You can't. Hold on, let me say this one. You can't do it. You can't. You can.
No, it's cool.
Because scoring comes with points, right?
Yeah.
Is they on the same level on points all the time?
I don't think so.
Oh, I thought so too. I know that.
Where is he ranked at?
I'm gonna say one thing, and I still say KD, but I am going to say another thing about.
I'm not saying he wasn't
about Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce, when Kobe and AI was in the league, he led the league in points in the fourth quarter.
I'm gonna say this too.
He was that guy, and he hit a lot of game winners too.
You talking about the truth, right?
Yeah, he was here.
Because he's the truth for a reason, right?
But
add to that, right, Knox, to add to that as well is that you got to think too. he's scoring off a contact.
I've
seen KD get defense on. I seen Marcus Smart give him issues.
But did he score?
We understand his percentage went down
when they swept Brooklyn.
Okay.
His percentage went down.
I get it.
You know what I mean? He usually scored 42. He went down to 38.
Yes. But what I'm trying to say is,
right?
I
Yes.
I get it. I get what you're saying. And I get with the Paul Pierce thing. I get what, but you can't say he's not the best. Not the best.
Why not? Why can't I say that? That's my opinion.
If we talking about score,
because he's a six.
And we saying per score, right? And you saying getting a point. All right, you could say if you say you're a pro scorer and you could get one basket. That's it. So you're the best at getting one basket.
It's more than one.
I'm using as an example.
But if he getting 40,
it should go with points.
If I'm getting 40, I'm getting 35. I'm getting 37. I'm getting 42. I'm dropping 50.
But you never lead the league in scoring.
Come on, but
you never lead the league in scoring.
I'm getting
AI did it 3 times. AI led the league in scoring 3 times. So that means score.
But yes, it means score, but that don't mean you the best.
With nobody else on the team.
But you ain't the pure scorer.
Well, what is it then?
AI wasn't taking
What's the opposite of pure?
Pure means I'm getting it from anywhere on the court. I'm shooting threes.
So
I'm shooting 14 footers.
Hold on. Let me say something to you.
I'm in the paint.
Hold on.
Why ain't
do
you own a pair of Paul Pierce sneaks? You got a pair of AIs, don't you?
Because he ain't never won no goddamn.
You got a pair of AIs, don't you?
I like fashion. You know?
No.
Bullshit.
You couldn't have.
That's bullshit.
Bullshit.
You ain't got a pair of Paul Pierce.
He up there,
I like fashion.
He up there. Don't do that. You know, nigga, don't knock on AI.
You respect the AI, nigga. That's why.
I like fashion, babe. You know what I mean?
You respect the AI.
The AI's fire. You know what I mean? The Paul Pierce is like,
No, it not like no there was no hammer. Don't do that.
But I do got a pair. But I do have pairs of Tatums.
We ain't talking about that.
Look. And back to the superstar shit too, right? Your sneaks got to be fire. I think Tatum got one of the best basketball sneaks out right now. That's between Tatum, Luka, and Anthony Edwards, the top 3 basketball sneaks.
Yeah.
Like far as fashion and shit.
Who doing the sneak?
Fire. And then
who doing the sneak?
Scoot Henderson got Jones with Puma. That's fire too. He up there. But
Don't forget about
Jordan.
Don't forget about LaMelo Ball. His joints is alright too.
And Adidas.
They ain't corny. No,
right. They flavor, but I mean,
that's for new generation.
Top 5. You know what I mean? He in top 5 Jones shit.
But I ain't saying
But yeah, I mean, you know, when I look at best pure scorer, it's like you getting it from however you need to get it. If you hot, you crashing shit.
He won. He in the conversation.
He's throwing it up,
and he's in the conversation.
And it's off of contact.
Okay, I got one.
Majority of that shit is off of contact.
I got one name that we ain't mentioned.
Who that?
So, you just now said it.
Who?
Is Melo one?
Oh, of
Carmelo
course.
is it first score?
Yes.
So is that similar?
Yes.
Is that game similar?
But he's not the best. He's not number 1.
So Paul Pierce is?
I'll give you this.
You can't. Is he on Melo?
Oh my God.
Paul
is the true.
You put him first for real?
Hold on. They making it seem like I can't have my own list.
Great. Go ahead, man.
This is my whole list. Look.
Because they're Celtic, man.
Look. Since we said the 3, right? The top 3, right? Well, we just named 3 guys right now. We named Melo, we named KD, and we named Paul, right? If I gotta line them up, it's gonna be Paul, it's gonna be KD, and then it's gonna be Melo.
Come on.
Oh, okay.
You feel me?
As my
I don't feel you. I love you.
You feel me?
But you being biased.
And Paul got a ring. And Paul got a ring with his team.
His first name is Lynn. He's being biased.
And Paul got a ring with his team. MVP, just like you said.
KD got 2.
He got MVP.
Yo. So you mean to tell me if Melo would have had Ray Allen and Kevin Garnett on his team.
But we ain't gonna talk about that. We're gonna let that go. We're gonna let that go. No, you
that's
can't
the
do that.
GM, man. The GMs do the business. They just
because if
play
we
with
do
the
that,
guys.
then we gotta say how the narrative
You know
is.
what I
Like
mean?
you don't want your team to be good because you do want to play with good players. You don't want to play with ball. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
That boy had Nene Hilario, not KD.
But don't do that.
Not KG.
Go ahead. Go
man.
to the next. We on bad.
But yeah, man. Look, man. But yeah, put in the comments who you think is the best pure score.
Please.
We need y'all.
You know what I mean? We in the kitchen, Total Define Entertainment channel. Subscribe, like, share, comment, do all of that, man, and holla at us, man. But put in the comments right there.
Yeah, that's
who
what we
you
need.
think?
We need some comments.
Who right you think is the best pure?
Put it up there.
Pure. It got to be pure because like I said, it's off of contact. I'm shooting threes. I'm slamming on niggas. All types of shit. You know what I mean? Pure score, and you know when it's leaving his hand, it's going in.
It's water.
You feel what I'm saying? Steph is one of them too. But
boy, don't bring up a name and then do that, man.
No,
but we gonna go forward.
We go for that.
Yeah, because I'm gonna put him in the blender.
He knew when to do it. He knew when to do it.
Hey, look. We got a blender edition, right? And I thought about it because my man Knox had sent some topics, and it was like, okay, yeah, because this is one of the best topics that's going on in the city of Philadelphia, man. So, man, blender edition. Mm-hmm. The city of Philadelphia is going in the blender.
Okay, let's do it.
We got the strike going on with Union 33 and the mayor's office. Specifically, Mayor Sherrell Parker. Mm-hmm. And Union 33 for higher wages. There was a deal put on, presented as we hear it, with a 13% increase, and the union president turned it down, said we wanted more. So the increase that it would have been given, I think, was around 2.5 per year for the next 4 years or something like that.
It was going for like 8% per year.
And they wanted like 5 to 8% per year, and it's like, come on, we can't do that. But on top of that, she had put in something in reference to mortgages. You know what I mean? You don't have to pay on to your mortgage. You come and you know, if you're first time homeowners and things of that nature. So, you know, they supposed to be talking today, you know, and we'll see where that go. But right now, trash is not being picked up.
Right.
Bodies is not being picked up. The judge had to put an order in for the morgue and those responders to go back to work. You know, this week a teenager had got shot in the face by around 5 in the morning. Body didn't get picked up. They said till like 12 because they were striking, right? So
crazy.
So the judge had to put an order in, like, no, y'all gotta go back. You know what I mean? We can't have that. You know what I mean? But now trash is piling up as well too. How y'all guys feel about what's going on? What is, and we're not here to play no sides. You know what I mean? So for me, I understand both sides.
You're supposed to.
You feel me? I understand the mayor's side, and I do understand the union side. You feel me? But they have to be able to meet in the middle of like minds and understand and listen to each other, and you know, and understand what each other is saying. You know what I mean? It's probably when you talk about money, but things usually really don't get heard the way it need to get heard.
Yeah. But see, they're looking at. Don't forget to mention that she got her. You know, she gave herself a raise.
I mean, she said she responded to that and
Somebody
said
got
that
it for the government. Yeah. Okay.
No, she had stated that she had came in with the same salary that Mary Kinney had.
No, this says she's the most paid mayor in the city of Philadelphia history. So that's not the same wage salary that Kenny was getting.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it is 2025.
I mean,
I understand that too.
I mean, it's
I understand that too.
All of this should be public information as well too.
$265,000 a year. $265,000 she getting a year.
Okay, so how much you think that is a month?
Yeah.
It be rounding it off. It ain't
Right.
really like.
I mean,
not saying it like that, but yeah, it's more than what we greasing. But I'm just saying. and I'm just saying. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
y'all watching with that couple of hours, y'all heard that, right?
You know what I'm saying?
We need a couple of hours. We need a raise.
Yeah, right. We all do.
I just look at it like this: when it's this type of situations, and like. It's like the septic shit too, because you know septic kind of in the whole situation too.
Right. It's about to be
a whole city full of bullshit, and we the one that's gonna pay. Yeah,
facts.
The citizens. Right. They gonna strike, but we still going to work.
Who is continuing to pay the taxes?
Yes. And don't get nothing off it.
I know some people that's on strike now that work for the city.
You feel what I'm saying?
I know.
So put this in perspective.
And I asked, I'm like, Dad, so y'all think y'all gonna come to a conclusion today? Man, I don't even know they on something else.
Right. So you put this in perspective real quick.
But they also not budging for the simple fact, trash people do a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They're important.
Real important.
Very important.
Right.
And rain, sleet, and snow, they out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, my step-pop works for the water department. They do a lot. Mm-hmm. He put in a whole lot of hours. Like, I know this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My fiance's best friend, husband, he's in the city. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, it's like affecting not only all of us, but people that you know personally and love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, it's affecting a lot. And I commend LL for saying I am not performing. Mm-hmm. If y'all don't come to a conclusion, I'm not coming across no picket line for people that's fighting for their salaries to make a living. Yeah. And I respect that.
And guess what else
he said? I'm not coming to pick up no money, and y'all ain't giving them no money.
And guess what? That's what the basis was. I'm not doing it for free.
Right.
What you talking about? I'm getting paid regardless.
Right.
Look, so I can't do it for free.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? That's what he said too. Like I ain't gonna pick up no check, but he's letting you know I'm gonna pick up a check.
No. He let you know he was getting paid already.
Yeah.
But
I ain't gonna do it because I
want to take that.
Y'all ain't getting no money.
Yeah. Because I'm gonna take it out of their amounts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I ain't.
He still came to the city. I got to get my money.
But look, if you strike right, let me understand this. If you strike, how many times do you keep striking though? You feel what I'm saying? Like, how many times do motherfuckers keep striking? You get what I'm saying? Like, because it's like
when you dealing
that's
with
like a tactic.
Yeah, but when you dealing with union is more of they want to make sure their employees get the best benefits, the best wages, the best look for their buck and for what they work for what they do, because if they don't, then the big companies will use them, abuse them. I think the union came and played because of that, because they was
doing it before.
I get that, but you know
people
what,
was dying.
But it's a lot.
You know what though?
They wasn't covering the costs.
They picked the right time to go on strike when it's a holiday.
Yeah, fact.
And they the timing of it.
You know,
is crucial. The timing.
They
my thought on this though is like this though, right?
Watch this.
It's with like they blaming Parker, right? Because they mentioned wages and shit like that. But she just started, right?
Yeah.
So
y'all signed a contract before.
So she came into it. Y'all ain't do that with that white boy when he was in office.
No, real rat. Cause she taking over something.
Right. This right here, and because they, you know, the last time they strike, Union 33 strike was what, 30, 40 years ago, right?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Don't give me the line.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, right. So with that said, you know, you got the sister coming in. You hear what I said, sister, right? Mm-hmm. You know, personal power. She trying to do some things. Yeah, she can be away, but she trying. You know what I mean? First mayor. You know what I mean? Woman who's trying to do so. She's up against the wall. You know, because you got the school district who's prepared to strike for a new contract as well. So where the kids gonna go now, right? So now she got that. So and with a couple other things, and I'm just playing devil's advocate, right? So now I present to you with something. I came with something. You know what I mean? and it ain't good enough. And it's like, yo, Harrisburg, listen, Harrisburg ain't budget. The fuck you want me to go up there with a motherfucking 45 and an extra clip and say, look, man, you better go ahead and
But this the thing.
change this. The minimum wage right now
Hasn't
hasn't changed since before she was even mayor.
Right.
It's been $7.25 for a grit.
Did you see the interview with her? She's really sounding like an emotional black woman right now.
I mean, how?
And that's not the good look. I understand it.
I mean, how
But
she
what's
sound?
the sound?
Yeah, right. Yeah, because my thing is like how she sound and what she's saying is two different things, right? So if you're gonna interpret how she sound for what she's saying, you know what I mean? Because she's trying to tell y'all, look, man, these motherfuckers. I got one of the highest. We can only go with what was said and what is presented. I got one of the highest raises in over 30 years. Along with, people getting mortgages, you know what I mean, benefits and shit like that.
See, they not looking at that.
But the city supposed to be broke.
In my hand.
But that's the ignorance of people
for your future.
Yeah, but that's the ignorance of
a lot of people.
Of the people of just looking at the dollar amount. Because it's never
not the opportunity.
It's never about how much you make, it's what you gonna do when you make it. You feel what I'm saying? All of us is in a motherfucking, you know what I mean, far as cost of living. You know what I mean?
It's the economy, period.
But there's other ways to get to the paper too. This ain't the only one. You know what I mean? So but at the same time, the like minds gotta meet somewhere. Because this trash getting piled up across, and now peep game, right?
You know what's going to happen after that.
But hold up though. She hired private contractors. So what you think may happen? Y'all motherfuckers going to continue to strike, and I'm going to hire more paid contractors, waste management. And with now y'all going to be out of a job because now y'all fighting for something, and I'm trying to help y'all out. I've been in here for almost a half a year right now. What you want me to make miracles and shit? You know what I mean? These contracts come up, and it's tough talking about money. Trust me, I know. And outside of this shit, I'm a director where I'm at. It's tough talking about money sometimes, because motherfuckers think what they supposed to make because they only looking at the dollar amount.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? It's always about the dollar amount and never about anything else. Of course it is, but what else? Yeah, it has to be something else, and that's where the financial literacy comes in.
I got something for you. Remember when they was always talking about raise the minimum wage, and this is basic math.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So even though it's $7.25, motherfuckers not getting $7.25 no more.
Yeah.
Not here at all.
Facts.
Motherfuckers getting $10, $12, $13. And everything. Yeah. I ain't seen a motherfucker at $7.25.
Yeah.
In a long time. But so real shit.
So now they making it official though.
Right.
Because it's unofficial.
Yes. So say they do raise the bitch to wherever you went.
Yeah.
They could raise that bitch to $20 an hour.
Right.
You know what's gonna happen? Niggas' hours gonna get cut.
Yeah, you know
what's gonna happen?
You gonna get 28. Yeah, you get 10 hours.
You only working 4 hours. You see what I'm trying to tell you? What the fuck is the matter with you? Leave it alone.
Oh, listen. Don't forget
you know you're gonna be mad. Because I ain't taking no 80 hours check.
They cutting services,
and
all that,
and they starting with the regional rails first with that. You know what I mean? So now you got SEPTA contracts coming up.
All this shit taking place back to back too.
The education department
on purpose.
So that's
coming
a whole
up.
lot of weight on her.
You know what I mean? Bro. So it's and then you got and it's a sister. You dig what I'm saying? So as much as we want to say, we as the people, general public, want to say you want to back up our black sisters. You know what I mean? I think you know what I mean. You meet in the middle. Get something fair for the people, because it's always for the people as well.
Supposedly.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a team member and worked my way up. You dig me? So I know what it is and what it's like. And I started with minimum. I was making $5.15. I was a young boy. $5.15. I was working for Taco Bell.
15 more shit than me. I was making $5.
I
Back in,
remember.
like, 92.
I remember when they changed it from 515 to 725.
I was doing summer
875, making 875 was something major. Think about that.
That was a couple
Making $8.75 was major at a certain point. You know what I mean? So it came a long way, man. It's just
all right. Let's put this in perspective.
Uh-huh.
All you motherfuckers that's talking with y'all talk about the situation.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do if you was the fucking man?
Yeah, how about
Since you that good, and you saying that you Aaron and with the person, put yourself as the motherfucking top dog.
Yeah, and what would you do?
And what would you do?
Yeah,
they just pay themselves.
Huh?
Facts.
Because it ain't what you think it is.
It ain't easy.
You feel what I'm saying?
You gotta go through a gut. I'm pretty sure you gotta go through
job,
a gauntlet of motherfuckers.
when you be a motherfucking supervisor or a manager, bitch, it ain't easy.
And
you know what though?
And then it ain't even more not easy because of this right here.
Yes.
Right.
So they're gonna handcuff you.
And your assistant.
I'm gonna tell you what song she got in heavy rotation every day. Mama said it'll be days like this.
Hey, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Mama said it'll be days like this. I hope and pray it'll be days like this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's
not an easy job.
It's not easy on both sides.
Yeah.
Especially when you control the
You dig
money.
me? Because when you are that employee, that team member, and all you looking, because all you know is I'm working hard as shit, and I ain't bringing home nothing. You know what I mean? That's not enough to feed the fam. I'm making enough to pay the bill. I'm living check to check.
Everything else is up. Food prices. Why we can't get a raise?
I'm living check to check now. And now with the big beautiful bill is cutting off certain services for able bodies for the main fact, but certain people now got to get back to work. So what that mean? You know what I mean? So like you said, hours may get cut.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And this shit here is gonna be effective, but by the end of the day,
they come to a conclusion, man.
I mean, it ain't gonna go on that long.
Yeah.
You already know it ain't gonna go on that long.
Yeah,
because trash is falling up.
Trash is not
that brings rats.
Yeah.
You don't want that shit to look like New York.
But we ain't in them fucking meetings neither.
No, at all.
You know what I'm saying? So
at all.
I like to be a fly in the wall.
Yeah, right. The head of lane. But look, when you talk about money, you gotta be able to listen to one another. Because talking about money is hard. You know what I mean? Sometimes. You know what I mean? It, especially when you ain't getting it. I ain't trying to hear nothing else. Where the fuck is my money at?
Yeah.
I don't care if the bellman, you get the bellman, the bellman slip the bell, and now my mail is, nah, fuck that. I need my
877 cash now.
And I think we all is like that. And being as though Philly is a blue collar, city, you know what I mean, makes it more like, we work hard to get what we need to get. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
As we already always have started, you know what I mean? We do music, right? We perform, you know what I mean? We got albums out and things of that nature. And we started putting on events as well for other artists and shit too. But I got a question for you guys that comes up a lot. And as long as I've been in the game, doing music, making music, performing and things of that nature, starting from the open mics and now doing the own thing, open up for artists and performing on big stages and small stages and shit like that. For the up and coming artists that is going to these showcases and these events, why don't they stay after their performance? And why should they stay after their performance?
That's a great question, because we talk about it a lot.
You know what I mean?
Go ahead, Mac.
What's your thoughts on that?
It's a selfish situation. Okay. So it's like a selfish situation in that being, which is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of people bring who they bring, and they come in. It's like a job to them sometimes.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I just want to get in and get out.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't trying to mingle.
Yeah.
They ain't trying to get no new friends.
They
ain't building. That's where you're wrong at.
Yeah.
Because you're not building camaraderie with other people and other talents and people that's there. That can plateau and benefit for both.
Yeah.
You just doing and coming in and just like, yo, I'm
Collaborate.
using the platform
Right.
to just do it and we out.
Right.
Instead of looking and trying to gravitate to talent, damn, we
Right.
might could blend with them. That's more people added to you.
Yeah, yeah.
So you being selfish in a way.
Right.
And when you
There
rap,
you
it
go.
is a selfish competitive type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Because we like everybody think
You always think about
we
yourself.
the best.
Talk
We
about
don't care. Fuck everybody that's in here. I'm the best thing walking and talking.
Facts, right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of motherfuckers build that up.
Uh-huh.
And a lot of people not good at being social.
Facts.
Except with their circle.
Yeah, except with their circle.
So motherfuckers think it's dick eating.
Do you think this is Philadelphia though?
Of course, we really out of pocket.
Because I hear about the other states that come together and actually
because they know the bigger picture.
Yeah, but they don't use the word dick eating. You know what I mean? That's
Philly,
our lingo.
Philly always been like that since earlier. This is what I said. I'm gonna get straight to the point. I ain't gotta do a whole bunch of talking. People are the fan of themselves and not the culture.
Good job.
Simple as that.
Proud of you with that one.
Simple as that.
That was a good
you know
one
what I mean?
there.
Yeah.
Because when we was coming up, we gotta look to see who's our competition. So I'm gonna stay and see.
Yeah.
Or he whack, she alright.
Yo,
them boys right there, they nice.
Yeah.
And you gotta let them know they nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like because when it's not about digging, it's about giving
support.
a person
their
props.
Yeah,
and giving their props.
Right.
Like
right. Because
it's like same thing with dressing.
Mm-hmm.
If you see some, dude, hey fam, dude, them Jones is nice right there.
Yeah.
I like how you put that together.
Uh-huh.
I get that a lot.
Right. It's fine.
You know what I mean? Or some just, well, he must think he off. Because you ain't
everywhere, yeah.
Because I'm hammering, you ain't hammering. You know what I mean? It ain't my fault.
Yeah, right.
Did I do that? Yeah, it ain't my fault. But the culture also comes with dressing.
Mm-hmm.
That's out of the equation too.
Mm-hmm.
I see some boy like, man, they performing. They like they shouldn't even be in here.
Yeah, but people,
what I mean? Like,
people with fashion is like that unwritten element of hip hop because we get influenced. We get influenced by the fashion of our favorite artists, the artists that we watch and everything like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But like, far as for what I think about with the artists not staying, you missing an opportunity to like y'all said to network.
Yes.
You don't know who's is who. That somebody nobody may become somebody. You feel me? And they're working to that. But if y'all have like interests, you know what I mean, and y'all share the same camaraderie, you know what I mean, the same love, the same passion.
Mm-hmm.
Why not network? Let's do a track together. You feel me?
Right.
Make a beat for me. Oh yeah, you a producer? Okay, what you do? PR? Oh shit, I need your card and everything. You know what I mean? But people come to see talent as well too, and you have to be professional as possible when you are coming to an event, regardless if you think it's lower tier, mid tier, high tier, or regardless.
Yes.
You come how you come and who you are, because what happens is you don't know if that low tier becomes a big tier. And then they remember, like, yo, you was late, you know what I mean? And then you want to, I told you 2 songs, you did 5. You know what I mean? And
let's talk about that
then
too.
You leave.
Let's talk about
right
that
after.
And we had to indulge.
When people, you can tell when certain people don't perform much because they want to do a whole album.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They want, yo, you got 10 minutes. Why is you trying to take 20 or 25?
Right.
We don't want it. You're not known like that. You're not a headliner.
Yeah. Well. Look, I take that as they really want to get their shit off. You know what I mean?
Get it off in 10 to 15 minutes.
It is.
If you hammer.
It is show etiquette. That people don't know. It is show etiquette because if a person gives you the time and everything, abide by that time, because then that person call you back.
Be courteous to others.
You know what I mean? That person will call you back because they know you understand the method, and then you in your bag and shit. But people, when I see artists do that, because I've seen it done, and things of that nature, And it's like, I see it. They just want to get their shit off, regardless of who listening or not.
Mm-hmm.
They need to get that shit off. And
that's when it comes to them. It's all about them, though.
You ever felt that, like, you did a song or song or two, and you're like, I can't wait to perform this.
But let me ask you something. What do I always say when it comes to us? Mm-hmm. And we starting to do our sets, and they give us a certain time. The best way to do it is give them less to make them want more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't oversaturate the air because you'll lose the crowd.
There you go.
You should make.
Yeah, facts.
I should give you enough to make you say, "Can you do one more?"
Yeah.
Not, I wish he won't do one more. God dang.
Yo, can he get off the stage? He killing it.
Yeah.
You don't do that. And that's what a lot of them do.
And I always, when I talk to artists, when they hold up, Knox.
Go ahead, because I got to touch
when I talk to artists and stuff like that too, I always say and always tell them, you know, do your best joints. You know what I mean? Because your best joints, those the one, because you, like you said, you don't really need to do a full set sometimes. Because sometimes 2 joints is enough and it will kill it. Although, let's just say this, a promoter give you 30 minutes.
You don't have to take
take the whole 30.
That was fucking retarded.
You feel me? Because, one, if you're an up-and-coming artist, people don't know you. So they may not be familiar with your music.
Right.
So when you're doing 30 minutes of your music, you may drain the crowd out because they like, unless it's Hammer and you really and that shit booming like that, but that really happens.
And you
know what I mean?
And you obligated to do the 30. If you on a situation where motherfuckers put you on contract, like you have to do 30 minutes, that's different.
That's different. But if a person like, all right, you get 30, you kill that shit 2 songs, 3 songs with that you know that is straight fire.
You got
that, yeah.
But this is the thing I wanted to say real quick. Please stop coming up there doing 6 or 7 minute acapellas, and you know you're not Hammer. You're killing me.
That's true.
Stop doing that, man. We putting y'all. Let's put them boys in the blender. Put them in the blender. Stop doing that, man. And I'm listening. I'm like, boy, out of pocket, man. And he's still going. It's like
we've been in ciphers like
you
that.
Can tell when people didn't grow up in the gong show era. You got to be mindful of that. We gonna start gonging y'all, man. For real. Y'all out of pocket with that. I hate it.
Hey, man. So do y'all sets with the jewels that we trying to put not trying but giving you. Do your fire joints. Because we just not talking because we're not talking like, oh yeah, we big time and everything like that. But we have been places. We've been to a lot of places.
We know the business.
And we've been doing this for a long time and seeing and experiencing and learning and gaining the knowledge, you know what I mean? It's only right for us to share it and regurgitate it back to you guys to let y'all know, like, look, you feel me? Because like, look, we do our own shows now. We in the kitchen. Like just we got we got the pod. We got our events as well too. We in the kitchen events and everything. And then me and
Key. Get talking about that too, bro.
You know what I mean? We do the it's August.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. August 16th is the We in the Kitchen. The Comfort Zone has got pushed back. We'll probably be looking at September for that.
Oh, all right, that's what I thought we had a Comfort Zone coming up this month.
Yeah, but like when you performing, and these are things that people told us too.
Yeah, it ain't like
you know what I mean. Like this is things that when we perform, because we was those guys that came in like, look, we trying to do 5 or 6 motherfucking joints. Remember when Joe Bread, we opened up for Jadakiss, right?
Right.
And we were at Lou and Choose.
Outside. They put a stage up.
My man Joe Bread, rest in peace, Joe Bread, my brother, man. He really put me on. So we was opening up for Jadakiss at Lou and Choose. He gave us how much time he gave us? It might have been 15.
Yeah.
Maybe 15, 20 minutes or some shit like that. So we got 15, 20. We opened up for Jada. We had Lou and Chewy in the city. Oh yeah, we had at least about
7.
And when I told Joe Bray how many joints, he was like, yo, Al, you don't need to do all them joints. You just got to do 2 or 3 of them. We like, what? No, we doing. You gave us the time. You gave us the time. We doing these joints. But not realizing like, no, he's really putting us on because if we would have just
given us
did
some breathing room,
right? If we would have just
plus there was a lot of people, other people,
our fire joints,
that car.
If we would have just did our fire joints and kept it moving, cool. Like what we did at the Boardwalk Hall.
Yeah,
we did 2 joints.
Yeah.
The 2 joints in and out, and after that, motherfuckers were like, "Yo, the DJ's coming." Like, "Yo, y'all was fired." Boom, boom. So this is from experience of what we telling y'all and everything like that too. With some humor as well too, because some of y'all do be tripping or get the, you know what I mean. But you have to be able to be seen. We know that, you know what I mean. We're a little of age right now, you know what I mean. But you got to be seen, right? We came up in this shit, in this hip hop. This is the culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you should stay. If you're up and coming artist and someone asks you or book you to be at this event and showcase your joint, of course you have a persona of, yeah, I'm the shit, but still support that other artist. Artists with plural with an S. Because artists is after that. Regardless if you think that they ass or not, you know what I mean, it still gives the confidence because music lives forever. Good music, that is. You know what I mean? So you gotta be able to support one another, man. It be times where though we've been to places where though, you know, you don't know the person. The next thing you know, we see them on motherfucking TV like, oh shit, I was just with such and such and shit like that. You know what I mean? So you never know, man, and you're not clout chasing, you're not dick eating and nothing like that. When it's music, it's love.
Just support it.
You know what I mean? Hip hop, R&B, all that shit, all types of music, man. It don't matter, man. Yacht rock, all that type of shit. You feel me? Like, you know, you got to be able to support one another, man. We wouldn't want y'all to leave because you wouldn't want someone to leave after they perform. You would want them to see you perform. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, you're not bigger than the program. You dig what I'm telling you? Because we all try to make it. We all, you know, grinding and shit. You feel me? That's what we doing. You know what I mean? We cooking. We in the kitchen.
You already know. Turn on the stove.
You dig me?
Put some ingredients in that.
Yeah,
put the oven on too and the microwave.
Any last thoughts on that, fellas?
Only thing I'm saying is on this is on that before we get out of here. And it's just this like plus, like I'm piggybacking off that. We calling all y'all. Mm-hmm. We a platform that to show you what he was saying that we don't look over people. Mm-hmm. We giving y'all a spot and a place to showcase your talent. So we basically giving you a place, and we taking all comers, singers, rappers, actors, comedians. We giving you a platform, something that we really didn't have, and we using our platform to help y'all build your brand. And we ain't asking for nothing. Only thing we want y'all to do is show love, and showing love ain't just necessary to us. Show it to yourself and the people that's around you, and give it back and pay it forward like we doing. So we being blessed enough to do what we need to do to help out each other so we can build. So same way we reaching out to y'all or you reaching out to us and we giving you that platform to do it, that's why we saying at least stay and watch the other artists. Because we doing it for y'all.
Right.
So, and we ain't asking for nothing. We don't want nothing back. We just want you to be the best you that you could be in your version. You know what I'm saying? So
show some respect.
Build your craft, keep doing what you do.
Right.
And you already know we in the kitchen.
Yeah, man.
Cooking up.
Yeah.
Got anything, Knox? We good.
Oh, he pretty much already said it, man. Just show up, be respectful, show love to the other artists, and that love will come back to you.
Always. It's always you always will want the good karma. You dig me? So
if you know you're better than them, you know you're better than them, but still show respect. Encourage people because you weren't always where you at now back then.
Yeah.
Before you wasn't.
Nope. You always moving
Everything
forward.
comes with practice, and growth grows with grace.
And repetition, man.
And you never know who watching.
Always remember the 5 P's, man. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You dig me?
You heard that?
So we got to be on point, you know what I mean? And anybody who knows us knows Putting in Work Entertainment, knows me, Bills, my man Mac, knows Knox, man. We always showing love.
And Cino,
you know what I mean?
Cino Beats.
You know what I mean? We always, you feel me? Any jewels, you know what I mean? We on it. You call us, we there. You dig me? And yeah, we on that, man. So, yo, that was a good job.
Yeah.
So.
I
We on one.
appreciate you.
Hey, thank you, sir.
I appreciate you.
Thank you,
no, it ain't him.
Thank you, sir.
Another episode
Yeah,
of
yeah.
us, man. Yeah.
Get the.
Yeah,
Yo,
baby.
man, we in the kitchen. It's
Yeah.
your boy Bills.
And your boy Will Mac the Magnificent.
And your boy Knox.
Yo, man, you can find us at Total Define Entertainment YouTube channel, man. Like, share, comment, and you know.
Hit the motherfucking bell. We need some lights, and we gonna reappear there like Michael Jackson and them. I will be there.
And when you hit that bell, you know
Bing,
what to
bing,
do.
bing, bing.
Don't forget to hit that notification bell, like I always say.
Ah, you know what it is, man. We in the kitchen. You
Go
dig?
Phillies, y'all ain't having
PIW.
See, we stay in the kitchen.